Hello and welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. So happy to have you here. Welcome to your twin flame reading. Let's see what's going on in your connection. Let's see what the energies are surrounding your connection, what's going on, because we'd like to know. We've got a lot of cards here, so let's jump right in. Just like last week, we have the Sun card. This is amazing. As you know, it's one of my fave cards, my favorite. Okay, so we also have the Two of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Lovers, of course we do. We have the Justice. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Cups. So we got lots going on. The universe has a lot to tell you. There are lots of updates. And I want to say, because there have been a lot of energy upgrades going on the planet. For the last week, definitely in the last week, there have been a lot of shifts going on energetically. So you may have been feeling exhausted. You may have been feeling fatigued, irritable, moody, upset, you name it, you've probably felt it. So we have new beginnings because we have, of course, the Ace. And with aces are always about a new beginning. So where you are at on the journey of your connection is you just finished out a very, I want to say, slightly heavy period energetically going on, and now you're beginning the cycle again. And you're in this cycle. Sorry, did I just hold up the two? I don't have my glasses on. So this is the Ace. This is the Two of Cups. Yeah. Okay. Now that I've gotten that straightened out, the Aces are of you starting the cycle over again. And where you're both at is like this outpouring of love. And it's a new kind of place for you because despite what is happening or not happening in your connection, you're feeling all of this love. So it's causing you to question what's going on. Has there been changes? You know, are they coming back? Am I uprooting my life? Am I making changes? But just relax. It doesn't mean that anyone's doing anything drastic. What this is, and I love, is it's the opening of your hearts to feeling the love that is actually there, the love that has always been there, but we weren't able to feel it because our hearts were closed and we had a lot of walls that were preventing us from feeling the love of our twin flame, and vice versa. They had a lot of walls up, and all of these walls are built up over years, over lifetimes, because our hearts have gotten broken so many times ever since childhood. And so this is now a beautiful sign that, you know, with this mended heart, it's now reopening. Our heart chakras are opening up. And it is part of our spiritual growth and evolution because our heart chakra has been closed off for so long, which is why it's been so hard to be able to trust. Like in general, we live in a world that doesn't really trust. Like there are some cultures or societies, or I don't know, where they don't have locks on their doors because they just trust that they're safe. Would we ever experience that? Maybe in this lifetime, but this is about trust. We as a society are not conditioned to trust. We're always taught to like guard, Get your walls up. Don't allow people to take advantage of you. Don't allow people to steal or take from you, God forbid. It's a real thing. So this is our ascension, our evolution of opening our hearts once again to be able to trust. And you may be saying, well, I'm not going to bed without locking my door. I know, but it's more like, for starters, we can start trusting in love. We can start trusting in our twin flame that they're not going to hurt us. They're not out to hurt you. And in truth, no one is out to hurt you. Everything that we have experienced was for a very was for very good reason, for our learning and growth. I don't want to digress, so I'm gonna stick to that. This is about a new beginning of love in your connection. Okay, dolphins represent twin flames. We also have the Lover's card, which is confirming that you know that you're meant to be with this person. You know that you love this person despite what has happened, despite how your heart has been broken, or despite how you weren't able to fully trust them, or despite them not able to trust in love. Whatever the case was, what remained the same is that you still love this person. And no one ever tells us why. No one. It's like once it's over, you move on, you just discard them. But what do you do with the love that's still there? Okay. Focus. So, and again, with the Sun card, there's two of you there. So the universe is saying, okay, we've established that you are meant to be together. Just circumstances and blocks have been preventing you from really connecting on a deeper level and trusting each other and trusting in love. Because twin flames who are even together often still doubt their connection, and they still doubt in love, because we are so conditioned to thinking the person we love is just going to break our hearts. So the universe is saying, pulling the Justice card, that, okay, yes, hearts may have been broken, but this is like a new beginning for you. It's an opportunity for you to put all that in the past and be like, okay, that's what happened, and that's who I was back then, but I'm not going to bring that forward into my connection now. I choose to have harmony and peace. I choose to be in this connection with the love that I know I deserve. That's the energy surrounding you. So it is always in your best interest to be like, yeah, I'm signing up for that. I'm here for that. Because you are, because this is what the universe is saying. The universe is saying, like, you are meant to have harmony with one another. Now, again, despite your, circumstances, and if there are circumstances where you're not able to like live together or be a couple yet, you are still you are still in union. And it is up to us to step into that harmony, the vibration of harmony. Because when you both come to actually be together or be a couple or live together or get married, you want to have that harmony. And so during this time is really for you to be in that harmony now with your twin flame, despite what your circumstances are. And you can do that. All you have to do is choose it. You can just say, I choose to be in harmony right now with my twin flame. Boom, like magic. You're welcome. It's the universe saying it, not me. So yeah, like these are all beautiful confirmations of the love that you and your twin flame are meant to have. It's there. It's like ready for you. It's like on the menu. And it's just a matter of, well, are you up for it? Are you in the mood for it? Do you have the appetite? Do you have the wherewithal to keep going? Because whatever happened in your connection happened because you needed a break. You needed to focus on you. You needed to bring yourself back to you. And so the scales were out of balance, but now that they're coming back into balance, you and your twin flame are coming back online with your connection. And so with the Ace of Pentacles, this is a new opportunity to recreate your connection the way you want it to be. Because you know what? You get to call the shots. You get to create the life of your dreams right now. You always did, but maybe you weren't choosing it, but now you're going to choose it today. You're choosing it right now. I am in the peace, harmony, and union and love that I've always wanted because I choose it now. Sorry, someone's cutting their grass. So it's an opportunity for you to have the love that you've always wanted, the love of your life in the relationship, the connection of your dreams. It's here for you. You just have to choose it. And by choosing it, you are choosing not to give up on it. Because in the past, you weren't choosing it. You were just living through it by default. But now that you're choosing it, you are consciously creating your connection with your thoughts. So you are going to see your twin flame in this brand new light. Page of Cups. It's like, okay, you may have been choosing to see them in the past as things that you didn't like, and then you just kept focusing on it, so they just kept showing up in that way. But no, aces are about new beginnings. So you are now going to focus on everything that you love about them, and you're not going to entertain a single thought that you don't like about them. And in that focus, in that laser focus that you are bringing to your twin flame of everything that you love, you are now in peace and harmony within. Because when you're focusing on everything you love and it's feeling really good and oh my God, they're amazing and oh my God, I am in love with them and everything awesome that they are, there is absolutely no room for anything else but peace and harmony. You are creating within yourself that peace and harmony. So moving forward, this is only going to enhance the love that you already feel for one another. And when both of you do this, oh my God, like that's heaven on earth. When both of you are on the same page, thinking of one another in your highest vibration, your highest thoughts of one another, not focusing on anything negative about each other, that's literally heaven on earth. And that's what twin flames are here to do, is to bring love back to our planet, to bring heaven on earth. But so this is the new realm of where you are. And as you do this, you encourage the same vibration in your twin flame. So the universe is saying, we have this beautiful buffet spread out before you. So please do partake. So of course, you're going to get your plate and you're going to pick everything you love. You're not going to pick things that you hate. You're not going to pick things that you're allergic to. You're going to pick things that you love. So you're going to fill that plate. And you're going to keep thinking good thoughts. Because guess what? Not only are you going to feel better, but you're going to actually not be so triggered by their actions of what they're doing or not doing. It's not even going to bother you because you're focused on the plate in front of you of everything that you love. So that's the energy surrounding both of you. So if you're going to be the stubborn one that's not going to go to the buffet and partake in enjoyment, your twin flame's going to be doing this, which will help you eventually get to the buffet and be in that vibration. Because, like, this is double aces. Let me just make sure I got the right card. Double aces compounded with the Lover's card. Like, it's literally like party time for your connection. Things are balancing out for both of you. So it doesn't matter what they're doing or what they're not doing. It doesn't matter that they're not reaching out to you or that they're not replying or they're not showing up at your door or making the grand gesture. That's not even a part of it anymore. That's the romanticized thing that we are conditioned to expect, because when you're in love, like, we expect, okay, that's what's supposed to happen. But no, what happens is the inner growth that happens for two twin flames who love one another and who are making positive changes in their life. That's the evidence of your love and their love for you, is the positive things that are happening for you because of your love. The things that you've created, the things that you've produced, the work that you're doing, the kindness of your heart, the amazing human being that you are, is proof of love. Not ringing your doorbell and saying, here's some flowers. I mean, that's great, but that's not, like, grand gestures are the grand gestures we make within ourselves to improve our lives. Those are the grand gestures that you are all making as a testament to your inspiration of love. You can't even help it. You are just being amazing because you are being inspired by love. Because let's face it, love is what keeps us going. That feeling good is the love that keeps us going. So these are the amazing energies that are surrounding you both, and you are leveling up like double aces. We have the Sun card, which is an energy of joy. This is what is there for you, okay? So the energies are surrounding your connection of happiness and joy. But if you're waking up in the morning and you're not choosing that, then you're missing the buffet. It's like, I'm just gonna eat a ham sandwich. Like, you don't have to. You can choose when you wake up in the morning. I'm gonna feel amazing today. I choose to be in peace and harmony within myself. And then that in itself brings you peace and harmony with your twin flame. And it all starts from there. So with you choosing that, you are stepping into these energies. And that just, like, union, physical union, is just a byproduct of your choices, your thoughts, your emotions, because the universe is already there. The universe is already showing up for your union. But we have to choose our thoughts, feelings, and actions that work with these energies. So these are amazing energies. Like, I keep having to show you the Lover's card. We have the Sun card. The Sun card is always happily ever after. We have the Two of Cups. That's partnership. We have balance with the Justice card. Everything's coming back into balance. Everything that you missed out on is now being replaced with something even better. So if you're missing out on your connection because it's not showing up the way it used to, it's because something better is here for you. Your connection is a new version. Ace of Cups, look at all that love. All that love is you. All that love is meant for you. Like, I love these cards. I just want to take a picture because So amazing. Okay, let's continue, shall we? I'm loving these energies. I'm like sweating 'cause it's so good. Okay. So where are you at? Where are you at? What's going on with you and what's going on with you? What's going on with you? Feel free to click the link below because we are going to have an extended, we're going to go in depth. We're going to get some secrets. We're going to dive into what their intentions are. So stay tuned. Okay, so where you're at, we have the Four of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Five of Cups. Okay. So, as I said, the past week or for the past while, you may have been feeling this. Because, as I mentioned it was the ending of that cycle. Because with all these aces, you're starting a new cycle. So it may have been very hard for you. You may have been feeling very confused, very reluctant, and almost like giving up and saying, like, screw this, I've had enough. And you were like very focused on what wasn't there for you. So if that's your twin flame, you're very focused on that they're not here for me, they're not reaching out to me, they're not communicating to me, they don't love me, because if they loved me, they would show up, they would text me, they would call. Okay, so you were feeling all of this in the last little while. You were very focused on the connection not being what you wanted or what you were used to. And it was very important to feel that because that's coming to an end. That was part of the end. So you were releasing all that. And for many of you, we're brought to tears because of it. And tears are very healing for you. So if you were experiencing this, it was only to your benefit, because it was like saying goodbye to that. Saying goodbye to that way of being. I'm sorry, is that distracting you? Because it's distracting me. King of Pentacles, well, let's go into this first. Seven of Wands, I feel. So for some of you, you were feeling like either protective of or defensive of your connection with other people. So maybe you were like keeping it a secret, not really sharing it, just keeping it to yourself because you didn't want like the judgment of others or unwanted opinions of others. You just you weren't very open with your connection. And a lot of the times, I mean, that's very natural because you're protective of it. You don't want to hear unsupportive things. So you were keeping it quiet. For others of you, who may have like been defending your twin flame and worried about like judgment of others, I think this came up in the extended last week, worried about the judgment of others, of you still thinking that you want to be with your twin flame, and they're like, what? I mean, it's natural. I'm also picking up like you're comparing your connection with other people. So it is more like judgment from yourself, like, oh, well, our connection doesn't look like their connection, or our connection doesn't look like these people, so there must be something wrong. So this is really you like doubting. And doubt, again, as I mentioned last week, is very natural. Even when twin flames are in union, there is always doubt, and there will always be doubt because that's our human side of us. But if we just remember that it's part of how our brain functions to doubt, then when you drop back into your heart and you remember the reasons why you fell in love with your twin flame and why you are together and why you're still together, then this will help you in times of doubt. So, yeah, you're still facing a lot of judgment and like your own judgment, your own doubt. And you're trying to like fight off the doubt. You're trying to stay in this positive mindset. But of course, the emotions from the past are like haunting you. So you're conflicted with, like you're in this inner battle of good versus evil, of your thoughts and your beliefs. But the king energy is showing up for you. So guess what? You're being the boss. Like even if you believe your doubt, in your heart, your heart is winning. Your heart is still guiding the way. Because I want to say, like, see where he's holding the coin close to his heart. So you're trusting more in your heart despite how your feelings were and despite, having to battle your doubt. So your heart is winning. So that's amazing. But you were still, like, over the last little while, and perhaps even now, a bit on the fence. And that's okay. Because even in the best of times, when you're in union and everything is going perfect, those doubts are still going to creep into our brains. They just do that. That's the part of, self-sabotage. And we all do this because it's hard for us to believe that we can have it all. It's hard to believe that we can have everything. So if everything's going great and we're with our twin flame or we're in peace and harmony with them, the doubt will still come. So it's like a constant, we have to be vigilant and protect what we're building. And you do that with your thoughts. So where you're at is exactly where you are meant to be. And so if you need more time to process these emotions because they're still there, that's okay. Take your time. There's no rush, really. Time is a construct. It doesn't really exist in the grand scheme of things. You have literally forever. And you're like, Jade, I don't want to wait forever to be in union. I know. You're not going to have to wait forever, but you do have to process the stuff that you need to process. And process means like releasing, letting go of the hurt, and healing through forgiveness. I mentioned this last week, but forgiveness is part of healing. So where you're at is amazing because you're in this king energy. So you're bossing up. You're like, I'm not taking any BS anymore. I know what I want, and I'm able to make it happen. So you're bossing up, you're leveling up, you're in a much better place, even though it may feel not so great, even though it may have felt challenging and emotional. And it's like, when does this ever end? It's a journey. It's an ongoing thing. It's like you're literally on a journey, and some days is going to be bright and sunny and beautiful and birds singing and the sun out and flowers everywhere, and the next day it's going to be like a storm, and you're just going to get through it like you always do. So it's just part of the journey to experience this. It's part of the journey, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be stuck there. No, because it's a journey and we keep moving forward and we don't give up. Okay? You weren't put on this earth to give up. So you're not giving up. The fact that we wake up every day and we're still breathing means we haven't given up. So you're not giving up. You may take a breather now and then. Your twin flame may take a break and a breather now and then, but it doesn't mean you're giving up, because we can't give up on love. We're created from love. We are created of love. It is part of what we are. It's what we're made up of. So we can't give up on love because it's what we're made up of. Do I sound harsh? I think it was the coffee I had. My daughter made an amazing iced coffee, and it's a watermelon flavor. Like, who would have thought? Like, I personally love watermelon. So we got this watermelon espresso, and I drank it like it was water. Like, it was so refreshing. Where's your twin flame at? Stop talking about coffee, Jade. We just want to know where our twin flame is. Oh my gosh, what? This, I feel like if we watched last week, like, these cards came up. Because I remember saying, Seven of Swords is not my favorite card. Nine of Swords is also not a fave of mine. And then we have the Five of Swords. Where are they at? Like, what? Like, we got all this beauty here, and they're going through some turmoil. They're going through some dark periods. So no wonder you were feeling this, because they're going through all this. So you see, even just the darkness of these cards indicate that they're going through like some dark night of the soul. And all that really means is, like, old emotions are coming up, old thoughts, old doubts, insecurities and fears. So they've been having to navigate being in a storm. They're in a storm right now. But when it comes to your connection, they're just hanging on, you know, they're just barely hanging on. And I'm getting the sense that this is like they're hanging on because of their emotions. So they're going through an emotional storm. On the outside, they may appear like everything's fine, like they're smiling, everything's great, they're showing up on social media like everything's amazing. But inside, they're going through some turmoil. And this is just a reflection of the end of a cycle that we're all at, and the beginning of this beautiful new cycle. So they were going through a really yucky time. If you think like you had it hard, they were going through all of their emotions just as much. So anything that they've been not wanting to face has come up in the last little while, in the last few days, in the last few weeks. So issues that they may not have been wanting to look at are now like, boom, they have no choice, and they're like, I don't want to look at you, and they're just being like forced to look at it. So they're going through having to face themselves, face their insecurities, and kind of own up to what they don't want to face. And I can say like this is happening for all of us, but for your twin flame, they're having just as much doubt. If you think you're doubtful, they're being bombarded by doubt, insecurity, guilt. Like, everything's just coming up, and they're being forced to sit in it. But I mean, like, you can see the light is coming through. So it's not like they're stuck in this. They will be able to see the light. There will be some relief to this. So it's not like they're stuck in this storm forever. But they are going through a lot of stuff. They are going through a lot of darkness. And that's why you may have been feeling a bit teary-eyed, or you've been feeling a bit emotional, like inexplicably, like you don't know why you're feeling the way you do. But like, this is what's happening to us as a planet. The energies surrounding us are helping us to evolve, to ascend into higher frequency, which means we're like elevating, we're evolving to being more than just your basic bitches. Sorry, I'm just kidding. Like your basic humans. We're elevating to be more of our higher selves. So the energies are like helping us to grow. So that's why for like you and your twin flame, and for all of us, all of the stuff that we like, we're getting rid of the baggage so that we can be in alignment with our higher selves. So they may be having some kind of night of the soul. Dark night of the soul. But it's okay, because I mean, like, look at the sun card. Don't worry. It's all good. It's just part of the storms that we go through. So be compassionate for where they are at. Because if you're not in communication with one another, like, they're literally basically on their own. They have to find that light within them. They have to find the strength to persevere. And if they don't have your love and support, they're pretty much on their own. So it is to your benefit to have compassion and to send them love on their journey so that they can get through the storm, because you know what it feels like to be in the storm. Like, we all know what this feels like. It's not fun. So when you offer that loving support to your twin flame, it helps both of you. So have compassion, have patience, that this is why they're not with you, because they're going through a lot of stuff from the past, not just from their previous relationships, not just from their childhood, but from lifetimes. They're purging and healing from lifetimes, from ancestral lineage. So things that our parents, our grandparents, our great grandparents, and going way back, everything that wasn't healed yet, y'all are healing. like it's part of what we chose coming into this life at this time, was to heal from even what our ancestors weren't able to heal. That's why you are all like warriors. You're like the light workers on the planet. And the sooner that you accept and realize that and embrace it, you'll remember who you truly are. You are a divine being. You are meant to be here to uplift the planet. You're meant to uplift and heal the planet, and you do that by doing that for yourself. So good job. It ain't easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. But you're doing great. Okay. Is this 2 hours already? Because I don't even know. Are we still recording? Okay, good. Because that would have been a waste. Let's move on. What's coming up in the shadow aspect of your connection that you need to know about? What's coming up in the shadow aspect that you need to know about, that you want to know about? Like, you want to know. What's coming up in the shadow aspect, which is like I don't want to say the dark side, but like the hidden side. The hidden side that, like sometimes you don't want to look at, but it's good to know, because then it can explain a lot, right? Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Six of Cups. So what's coming up in the shadow aspect of your connection is, see, I keep coming, like, imprisoned. Who feels imprisoned? You're not imprisoned. Why? Because you have free will. You can choose. Now, I know your circumstances may lead you to believe that you cannot choose, that you are stuck for some reason. Because see how this person is like stuck in the middle and they can't see their way out. So you're in a situation where, like, I want to say your connection, you feel like you're stuck in this, the way you guys are right now, okay? And it's like, how do we get out of this? Like, it's been this way for so long. How do we get out of it? You just ride out like the Knight of Swords. Well, first of all, you choose it. You choose it. You can look at your connection as, okay, everything that happened had to happen for healing and growth and evolution. But because you both are no longer who you used to be, you're already out of that. You're already out. And so what you do moving forward is always up to you. And if you want union, truly, if you want to be with your twin flame, not only is it going to happen, but it is happening because you choose it. And as you choose it, it's happening. Keep in mind, you're choosing it right now. You go to bed tonight and you're thinking about your twin flame, and you're thinking how they're not here, they're not showing up, they haven't reached out, they're spending time with someone else, who knows, whatever it is. And then you're not choosing it. You're like, screw this, I'm going to call my ex, or I'm going to go on a dating app. Then it's not happening. So your union changes on a moment by moment basis based on your thoughts. So right now you're thinking, okay, we're different people, we've grown, we've evolved, I'm feeling much better, there's so much I love about them, and I just have never stopped loving them. Boom, union. So when you go to bed tonight, you're not going to think those thoughts of negativity, because then that's separation, right? It literally, so when we consistently think good thoughts about our connection, guess what? It will consistently show up positively. But if you're going back and forth, union, I love them, separation, I hate them, like, no wonder you're literally stuck. So that's what's showing up in the shadow aspect, is like your thoughts. Okay? And I'm saying this with the most love. I don't mean to be harsh, but it's that fire energy of me, because I'm an Aries. And as I get older, it just gets worse. I kid. I can be very zen and peaceful, but I really have to work at it. Guess what? No one's going to come and save your connection. Only you are. Not even your twin flame. Because it all starts with you. And yes, you are co-creators. But say you take the lead and you're like, I'm creating this differently. I'm creating peace and harmony within. So we can experience peace and harmony in our connection. So I'm taking the lead on this. So it's not that you're saving your connection, but you're taking the freaking lead. You're taking the lead. Don't leave it up to anyone else, because you don't want anyone else creating your life for you. You want to create your life, so you're taking the lead. You get to call the shots of how your connection shows up for you. But just keep in mind, don't compare it to anyone, because everyone's path is different, everyone's situation is different, everybody is an individual. So no twin flame couples are going to be the same, because you're not like everybody else. You're special, you're unique. Your path and your growth was special and specific to you. So don't ever compare yourself to other twin flames or other couples or whatever the case is. But you're taking the lead, because you're like, damn it, I know what I want. Good. Now that we've had that established, 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups, I want to say, is like nostalgia. It's like, well, it's a card of like the past, childhood, children. But I want to say, like, yeah, don't even compare your connection now with how it used to be when things were good. Don't even go there, because you're both different. You both have healed, It's going to be different. So it's okay to like be nostalgic and be like, oh my God, remember when it was so good? Remember when the sex was great? I'm just kidding, but you know. In the present, you're creating it. So it's going to be even better. So don't even dwell in the past Six of Cups. Don't even go there. Don't even wish like, oh my God, I wish it was like before. I wish like the sex was like how we used to have it. No, don't even go there because you're creating it even better now. And I'm just kidding. When I'm talking about sex, I'm trying to be funny, but you know what I mean? It's like the love, the good times, the laughter, the connection, the openness, the trust. You're going to bring that into now. So despite however good it was, okay, that's great. That was 1,000 days ago. We're going to focus on now. We're going to focus on being present and what you are creating now to bring back even better than before. So what's coming up in the shadow aspect is like you're wishing to bring back the old days, but you're not even the same person anymore. So it's almost impossible to have your connection be the same way because you're not the same, they're not the same. So guess what? With your intention and your positivity, you're creating even better because that's what you deserve and you have the power to create it. You just have to choose it. Choose it, baby. Choose it every day. Choose it all day long. Okay? Caffeine makes me funny. No, I'm not that funny. Okay. Next is guidance for you. What's the guidance for you? How to navigate what's going on, because sometimes it's crazy. Guidance for your connection. Okay. It's meant to be fun. So just remember, it's meant to be fun. It's not meant to like, it's not meant to, it's not meant to be hard. It could feel hard. Okay, so the guidance is, we have the Tower. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Wands. So the guidance is, no matter what happens, you got this. So storms may come. This is like the universe saying, you've got this. You have so much experience. You have so much life experience that you kind of know the drill. Like when something happens, you know how you're going to react. You almost know how you're going to deal with things. So do it in a way that's empowering for you. Sorry, I just heard something bang. So whatever comes your way with your connection or even in life, the universe is saying, you've got this. You have so much life experience that not to doubt whether or not that you can move through it, but that you can win. Okay? That whatever seems like a towering moment is only because you've got what it takes to make it your bitch. I'm just kidding. I don't even know why I'm swearing in readings because usually I don't say swear words. So my sincerest apologies. But you're going to make it so that you win. That it's a winning experience. So even if, God forbid, it's some kind of loss, that you're going to be like, no, I still win. Okay? The universe is saying this to you so that you can move through life with confidence and ease and grace, because whatever comes, it's like, you got this. It's not even going to phase you. You got this. Two of Pentacles is really confirming that, because before you may have felt helpless. You may have felt more like in victim mode, and this victim kept showing up in these tower moments. Like, oh my God, I can't do this. Why is this happening to me? And trust me, that was me all day long. Pretty much my whole adult life. That's who I was until I chose not to be that way anymore. So you are coming back online. You are balancing and not like you're more in your power, especially with the king energy. You're more in your power. So you're not going to show up as, why is this happening to me? Poor me. That's not even you. You may try to be that way, but it just feels like putting on like clothes that don't fit, that don't express who you are. You're going to be like, this feels weird. I'm going to take it off. You're not going to put on that victim suit anymore. You're not. It's just going to feel, ugh. Right? So you're coming back online. You're balancing with your empowerment of knowing who the F you are. You know who the F you are. So no matter what happens in your connection, you got this. And if those old emotions come back, if those doubts come back, you're like, I learned already from that. Thank you. Okay, I get it. But you're not the truth. Okay? I'm so dramatic. I wanted to be an actress when I was 5 years old. Hence why I'm on camera right now. 8 of Wands is a very fast moving energy. So the universe is like saying, put on your seatbelts. There are a lot of changes going to happen that are going to happen. So sometimes when change happens really fast, what we do out of fear is we press on the brakes. We're like, I can't handle all these changes. So the guidance is just take your foot off the brakes and just go with it. Whatever changes they are, because they are going to affect your twin flame connection. So if you are being called to make some kind of change in your life and you're like, I don't know if I want to do it, doesn't feel good. If it's an opportunity that's presenting itself, that means you're meant to take it, because it does have an impact on the outcome of your love. Okay? So the universe is saying there's going to be a lot of changes happening very quickly, but not to be afraid of it. Because again, you got this. You're going to make it work for you. You're going to make it so that you win, despite what is thrown in the mix with this tower. And it's not to even say that this is what's going to happen. It just means like you're at a place where like you're untouchable. Like things that happened to you where you like really freaked out, that's not how you're going to handle things anymore. When things happen, it's like you're going to do it with grace and ease. Like that's really the guidance here for you, that all of this stuff, like I don't even want to say the word catastrophe, but what has happened in the world, like in the last 5 years, has been like crazy. So no matter what is happening in the world and in your life and in your connection, the universe is like, you got this. You're back online. Okay? You're stepping into your power and you're remembering who the F you are, because you know who you are. You're not going to pull the victim card anymore. It's like you're tired of pulling that victim card. That's not even you. It's like, what? Okay? So not to be overwhelmed by some changes, but just to embrace them and know that they are a part of your journey and a part of your evolution and your path to peace, harmony, love, and union. So I hope that's helpful. We're going to see what's coming up for you. What's coming up for you? Because this reading has been taking forever. Has it? Yeah, that's forever. Sorry. I'm always so surprised that it's like an hour, because I didn't realize I talk that much. I'm not like, if you know me in person, I'm not one to really talk a lot, but I can. Especially if there's no one else here. Of course I'm going to talk a lot. There's no one else here to talk. Just kidding. Okay, so what's coming up for you? We have the Star. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Empress. So this is beautiful because Star card is healing. But enough about healing, because I think even I've heard enough about healing, and my whole life has pretty much been about healing, at least my adult life. So my point was, it's not about healing, but it's about you being the star of the show. Okay? You are the star of your story. Not your twin flame, not your best friend, not anybody, not your parents, not your kids, not your anyone. You're the star of your story. So you are emerging now as that star. You are the main thing, baby. And so you're going to show up as that star. Like, that's how you're going to show up. And when you show up that way, guess what? Your twin flame is a mirror and is going to show up in the same way. Not only for you, but for themselves. You're showing up for you. You're not showing up for anyone else. You're not showing up for even the world. You're showing up because you are the star of your story. You just forgot that you're the star. You forgot that you're this amazing being that is so powerful, you don't even know what you're creating in your life. Good and bad. You don't even know how powerful you are. But this is indicating that you're remembering. So you know what? Manifestations left, right, and center. Manifestations without you even trying. Things that you may have wanted, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, they may all of a sudden show up because you're showing up as the star. And yes, okay, the healing aspect of it, we've all been working on that in our own ways. But now it's like, the universe is like, it's your time to shine. So you're going to shine for you, and your twin flame is going to see that a mile away. And if they're in another dimension, they're just going to be drawn to you like a moth to a flame because you're in your power. You're showing up for you. That's how we like it. Four of Pentacles, I'm seeing this as tons of self-love. You've been learning all the ways to love yourself. And as I said in the previous reading, you're going to see evidence of that. And one major sign is you having moments of clarity, feeling, I feel so happy. Why am I feeling happy all of a sudden? Like not having a care in the world for that second, not worrying, just feeling really good. Feeling good in your own skin, feeling good about life. And there's like how did I feel this way? This is the moment of clarity, of your self-love. Like you're feeling evidence of the self-love that you've been doing for yourself. Because you're taking care of yourself more than you ever have in the past. Because let's face it, we're not taught how to love ourselves. We're taught how to take care of others, but we're not taught how to take care of ourselves, and you're doing that. So you're going to have these moments of, I feel really happy. What's going on? Topped off with the Empress. Come on. Abundance. Like, you are in this amazing energy, both of you. This is more geared for you, but because you're twin flames, guess what? You're in this energy, they follow suit. They have to. You are mirrors. Even if it seemed like you look different, the way you're showing up is exactly the same. Like you're exactly mirrors, and you're like, no, I'm a much better person than they are. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying, but no, you're exactly the same. So stop saying that. You're exactly the same. You're showing up in the same way. You just can't see it. And I speak for myself. I'm no better. I'm just the messenger, but I'm with you. I'm no better than my twin flame. But the way they show up for me is how I show up for myself. So if your twin flame isn't showing up for you yet, it's because we still need to practice being the star for ourselves. Not for them, not for anyone, not for our parents, children, colleagues, coworkers, friends, audiences, the world. No, we're being a star for us. That's all that counts, really. And when you show up for yourself, oh my God, it's game over. There's like just game over. You showing up for you, you're done. You've achieved it all. Okay? Because you're showing up for you. Okay? So this is just indicating what's coming up for your connection. Your twin flame showing up for you. Your twin flame mirroring you. Your twin flame mirroring how much you love you, they're going to love you, and how much they're going to love themselves. So win-win, balance, everyone wins the end. Just kidding. It's not the end. It's just the beginning. Okay? So you're doing great, and I love that this Empress card has shown up. Because this is also like, I'm hearing like, your connection is being blessed with abundance and love, prosperity, health, and wealth. Like you don't even know. The energies that are on the planet are this. So it's our job to say, I'm here for it. Okay? Repeat after me. Let's say it together. We're here for it. Okay? And that's what's coming up for you. So be ready. And not to be in a rush. Just take your time with it. Okay? Because it's all freaking good. So, in saying that, I know this is all good, but we're going to go and dive even deeper into your connection and really where they're at. Because when I see these cards, I'm like a bit concerned. Where did they go? Yeah, this card. This card. This card. Like, they're going through some stuff. So you want to know how this stuff is affecting your connection? Click on the link below and let's find out. Because I'm just as curious as you are. So that is what I have for you. I hope that wasn't too harsh or too deep. It's just meant to support you. And again, I'm just a channel for the universe, for you, to help you and give you that support. Because twin flames, we need support groups, and there's none out there. Well, I'm sure there are on Facebook, but you know what I mean? Like, life doesn't prepare us for a twin flame journey. No. So we're sticking together, we're supporting each other, we're all on this journey together, and together we're going to see it through. So I love each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in and for supporting my channel, following me on my social media, Instagram, TikTok. Sometimes I'm there when I feel like it. On my other Instagram page, my Instagram is now verified. So if you have anyone that looks like my page that is following you, that is not verified, that is not me. So do not give them money because it's not me. And I will never ask you for money unless you book with me. So do never, never, never send money unless you're booking with me on my verified account. Okay? Stay protected. Keep safe out there. If this resonates for you, it's the universe talking to you and wanting to support you on your journey. So please do book a personal twin flame reading with me. I would be delighted, honored to support you on your journey. Because like these messages aren't from me. They're from the universe. The universe shakes me out of bed saying, you have to do a reading. I'm like, oh, do I have to put on makeup? And the universe is like, no. But I still will. Of course I will. But you know what I mean? Like, these messages they're not me. It's like the universe. But the messages are also from me, so I show up. Anyway, do book your personal twin flame reading with me. If you're needing more support, I'm here for coaching. And it's just part of my journey to support you because I too need the support. So you're not alone, okay? If you feel like you're alone, don't worry. Like, it's me and you on this journey. But there are very many others out there on this journey because I've talked to them, because they're my clients, because they're my family members, my friends, my, you know, it's not just me and you on this journey. Okay? So click on the link below and I will see you there. I love you all. And until next time, I'm wishing you so much more. More love and peace.